Welcome back, everyone, to A Programmer Plays Ultros. In our previous episode, we did a couple loops trying to connect up this kind of upper area, which sucks. Honestly, kind of hate this area. We're gonna keep going today, and see, like, we're sort of chipping away very slowly at this bit right here, trying to connect. All right, the game just crashed, and we're back. I'm slightly worried about the fact that the game seems to be getting less stable as we go, which actually is not a surprise. The way that the game sort of like lets us do stuff that is potentially very memory intensive does actually track with memory instability. So all right. Where heck are there they are. Okay, guy. You are flowing, good, good. Alright, we're connected. That's connected. I don't think this is gonna flow much harder. So, let's plant... Honestly, let's just plant another one. Screw it. Kind of an easy, like, connection point, and I only need one connection point here, I think. Ooh, I might be wrong. So close. Alright, so instead of this here, maybe... Do we have... gravity-defying meadow? No. Our brambles? No. Tall, flowery canopy? Maybe. Platform-like tree? Maybe, actually. A little bit of extra height might be the difference that we need. Of course, we need some compost to like really find out, so let's go grab some compost. I think that there's some... yeah, just right over there. Not you. You. Wasn't it? Am I crazy? Oh, it's right there. Alright. That's a node. Boom, there we go. Connected, connected, connected. We did it. We did it, Gardner. Oh, that has been a long time coming. Alright, so we finally can just get a warp out immediately. I'm not even totally sure that we needed our sword on this loop. Oh well. Let's see. Gosh, I am glad to have that finally connected. Let's go here so that we can get the seed that Gardner gives us. Thank you. Very nice. Grab these. Thank you. You up. Right. Where do I want to put him to good use? Need to get up to there. We need to get this connected, which is gonna be a chore. Let's see. There's the stuff above us, like above Gardner's area, that I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really feeling like right at this moment. Connected that. That stuff's connected. Maybe actually try and get this area connected a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, go here. Do what we can do. I thought I severed you. In fact, I'm fairly certain I severed that guy. Alright. Double check. Ah, we don't actually even... I was gonna put the guy that I just collected down right there to connect, but we didn't need to. Alright. From here, can we... Alright, that's pretty tenuous, but we could potentially connect around. Oh, interesting. We had put a guy down over here, try and get some soil right there, and it didn't stick. I'm not super surprised by that. Is this not connected? Huh. Maybe instead of doing it right in the middle, we try and do it right here. I don't really have very high hopes for that, but, you know, we do what we can. And similarly, I'm going to grab this guy. flip-flop him right here. Maybe that'll connect. Probably not. But possibly. I don't know. I can't say. Alright, so with that stuff reaching, but not succeeding. Let's see, what else? I would like to connect that. So maybe we'll bounce over to the other side of this little area. Yeah. This. Grab this. And now, actually put one of those seeds that we just got to good use. This should give us a little guide immediately. Yep. Check these. There we go. Excellent. Nope, nope. Do I think this is gonna read? Yes, it did. Nice. Alright. So that's connected now. Let's see if this is gonna connect all the way to this. Nice. I guess there's not any real need for me to keep going in this direction. Hey. We'll hop into here just to get our health back. From here, can we... Oh. That's interesting. Why did it stop doing the hammer thing? It did stop doing. I wanted to connect this guy, but that might be a problem if the hands aren't going. Is that a byproduct of this? Somehow? Animation error? We're still seeing the smack down here. Okay, come on guys. Leave me be, leave me be. I'm more than a little tempted just to, like, skedaddle, actually. feels like an animation error that those things aren't going up and down, but I can't tell. Alright, enough of this area. Let's try... We need to get into here somehow. And I feel like that's going to be an undertaking. Go. Let this sit, think about itself for a minute. Cornered. Cornered. River. Why is this still freaking... I'm so certain I can do this. Yet. I need to rethink there being the grass there in favor of something else. Alright, this time through. Okay, interesting. Those block it. I'm a little surprised by that, to be honest. That kind of suggests to me that I could like bend them to get a result that I want. Thank you. That's going there. Alright, well, we got... Ah! Compost map! Hell yeah! That's actually great news for me. Okay. We're here. This does open, so... Is there a scenario, is there a universe in which I can, like, loop around down from that? Maybe. That feels like wishful thinking because that involves stuff going down real far. Right. Can't go that way, we know that. Oops. Interesting that no note on that. Unless there is and I'm not seeing it. Those guys out of here. I feel like they're gonna cause me trubs. Alright. Made it in here. Alright, so can't get through there. This, no, I guess we can get this. So that worked. Compost map, hell yeah. But ultimately, we don't need this. What we need is go up. Can this guy like operate right here? I wouldn't think so, but we'll see if he can grow some soil there. I don't, it just doesn't feel possible, but maybe. And if that doesn't work, then maybe we can cut this thing and have it like grow upward. I don't know. I'm starting to grasp at straws with this area. Got a bad feeling that it's going to be a lot of trial and error that doesn't like ultimately pan out for me. Alright, you should hopefully be able to your corner a thing and be happy. I don't think you can compost. Wonder. You know what? Even though I kind of don't think this is going to work, we're going to just go for this. Okay, okay. Why you are not interested in the things I'm leaving for you? Is it because of these? I think he's just not gonna go. He's just not gonna do here. That's fine. That's fine. I get it. Yeah. I think there's a minimum depth that you need for the little guys to work, and that makes sense, right? Like. Oh, well, I was trying to pick up that berry, but that works. Alright, so from here, we could try looping all the way around to connect to that. That might not be a bad idea. Let's do that. Bit of a hike, but you know, it's this game not. Can I just drop down through this actually? I totally can. Huh. Well, that's great. That makes it much less of a hike. Alright, so that's there. I need you to have some nodes for me to connect to, and you do not have any. So... Oh. That's just the wrong thing. Nope. Alright, why did you switch back to... Oh, because I have to... Oh, son of a bitch. Guess he doesn't like it. Alright. Should have known that's not really a feasible location. What about right here? Nope. What I'm hearing is no. Can't put this guy here. That leads to the question of why aren't there any nodes on this thing? Like, It really seems like we ought to be able to connect to this. Why aren't there any connection points? Alright, we're gonna do this potentially the hard way. Can I plunk this guy down right here? Oh, yeah. Might not even need to, based on the fact that I just noticed that. Okay, I didn't even need to get that guy there. Maybe. Not thought this plan all the way through. Does the cord just continue to work underwater? Because it sure seems like it's just still going. Unravel it a bit, and then, yeah, I just keep going, keep going. Yeah, I'm starting to think that as long as I'm in water, it's fine? Nope. That's fine, actually. Hey, connection. All right, okay, that I guess that's the big like learning moment for this episode is realizing that as long as we're underwater, the connection works. Where are we going next? Need this round a corner, so we're gonna toss that there. There we go. Don't know if we're gonna make it. We made it! Wow, I'm actually shocked by that. Quite shocked by that. Don't really need to go this way. kind of need to put a guy here, but maybe where we'll be better off following the current. Really, none of these... There's no nodes here. How that works then? What's the rule that they follow? Oh, that would be crazy if that's how it works. We could put one of those trees right there and have it bust through the ceiling and then bust through the ceiling again, and then we just ride the tube all the way up. That would be crazy. Wow, I can't believe that connected. That also crazy. That doesn't help me. Okay. Where it intersects the ground seems like a connection point, I guess. You can see the spots here on the map. All right. I think I see. So if we dig here, gonna be a compost, yes. But also, if we dig here, there's gonna be this guy. Just barely out of reach for me. So maybe from here? Yeah, not you. You. That'll create a spawn point for one of the little soil makers. And so once we've got him in place, we'll be able to connect that. Theoretically. Alright. If this now connected. Nope. Going down. Don't want to go up. See, there's no connection points there. Why not? I'm not sure I understand. That didn't. Make the ground connection. Not real clear why that guy doesn't have a node either. Pretty sure. Yeah, we can't get back up in this area. Itself. Better. Alright, there's a node right there, which is interesting. None of these have nodes. We gotta plant this here. See how that does. Not expecting a lunch, but you know, it should like work its way down the slope, create some points. This guy. If this works, I'll be shocked. Up you go. Yeah, we've had this conversation. Yes, okay, so that did grow up here, but... Alright, but it gave us some nodes. So I was hoping it would just keep going. I'm not sure that there's enough oomph here for that to happen. There we go. The wildling kernels are tucked behind those, but it is difficult to make it do. Alright, so soil health, 5 out of 250. That's not great. In the way of compost around here, but there's one there, so we'll try there. We've already given it 1 compost, so I'm not feeling super optimistic, shall we say? But try. Okay, I need to come from the other side, actually. Way further down than I anticipated. Alright. Back up. I forgot that that counts as an attack. Nope. Alright. Let's see if that helps. Holy shit, I think it might. It looks like we did actually penetrate through to the top. I don't know that that actually helps us, though. I think we still have to come all the way around. Unfortunate, but I will accept it. Alright. Sort of get some all but surefire nodes going. Need to return to here with some planty boys. Little gardener guys. We're hurting for that, but it's okay. Okay. That did not thrive as much as I was expecting, but that's okay. Over there. Let's get that compost that's right over there. No, that's not quite where I needed to be. Right there. Alright. Also some compost above us here. Funny how much, like, eating compost affects this game. true to real life gardening, I would say. And I don't think we can get back up here, but we're gonna try. No, yeah. Alright. I kind of think... I've said it multiple times. I need to be less precious about my loops. Let's just go ahead and reset. Skip it outright. Been watching it the whole time. I've watched it like 10 times now. The abridged version, I mean. I don't know that that's actually true. Probably watched it like 5 times, but whatever. You know what I mean. Alright. Can't use the fast travel without the sword, which does mean that if we want to do this thing, it is a case of clear a path all the way across. Do I have a clear path all the way across? Let's find out. Alright, so blocked. 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 I actually don't know how you do this then. If that's there and it's blocking us. Huh. Huh. I really thought that it was a, figure out what warps you need to connect in order to make this happen, and then you're good. But that is apparently not the case. Let's... I'm gonna pop over to... There's a place that's got one of our little gardeners close by. We'll pop here. This will let us get the... What is it called? Yagyam seed from Gardener. Alright, thank you, Gardener. Hop over to here. Grab this guy. Come on. Follow me. Some berries. I guess we'll grab these seeds as well while we're here. Not that I think they're going to be particularly useful, but, don't ever want to be short on seeds. Alright. Now, if we warp to here... should... Again, I don't know if the map's just fucking up or what. The simplest answer by a country mile is that the map's just fucking up, but... so if we were to plant this guy down here. Alright, cool. If he can get something going there, then we'll be able to get into this liquid and connect around, which will be great. I don't know why this plant hasn't budded. Something to do with that light? Doubt it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna uproot this. It is, yes, slightly painful for me to do. We're gonna put this guy because he's pretty consistently leafy. Or buddy. I don't know. You guys know what I mean. Could be able. This way. Wrong way. Run through here, blah 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 blah. There, which does weird me out. Alright, well, I'm irritated because I definitely connected this guy just like a very short period of time ago, and he's not here. There was the bud and everything. Alright, there we go. Little bud. Gosh, that's actually super annoying to me, if that's the case. I want you guys to grow this way. Do I think the soil health is high, which makes me think that it's not a question of needing to put more compost in there. Frustrating. I guess one of the downsides of doing this whole, like, really roundabout thing is that it means if I need to reconnect anywhere, it is so far. Actually. Okay, so we could potentially route up here. Could also potentially route up here. Where am I? Okay, cool. Alright, connected. Alright, we're up here. It's not going to connect. Really need to get a thing connected here. There, a guy, or two down. Yeah. Right, me little fella. It's somewhat deranged the way that you're just like, you're coming with me. This is your life now. All right, we need to do this. I wish there was a way I could hurry this along. Like, I wish there was a way I could give these guys some compost or something to make the soil happen faster. I get that that's not how it works, but you get me? You feel me? Alright, so from here, we should be able to do some stuff, because got a tendril. Okay, so that's got the filter bit there. No. It's actually kind of wild how no the answer is. Oh, we lost it at some point. I don't even know when. Alright, so you not the answer for up here, which is fine. I don't know what would be the answer up here. I'm gonna do this just because, I guess. It seems like a very reliable plan to get nodes on. Oh, no, there's a node right there. Son of a biscuit. Alright. There's also, now that I'm looking at it, a freaking one-way door that I could have broken. Alright, well, I meant to pause my recording while I did a little bit backtracking, but unfortunately I didn't unpause my recording. I busted open that one-way door and then made the connections in here. I also tried taking the tube up here, but the connection didn't come with. So unfortunately, that does mean that that idea, that workaround, is a no-go. We got to do things the hard way in here. Yeah, we're making progress. We are clipping along. I really wish that I could understand why my little dude isn't connecting there. Really feels like he ought to be. Why else would that be there? I don't know. I don't know. We might have to do a little bit more like legwork in order to import the little soil makers into this area. But that's where we're going to call it for this one. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.